President Trump has stepped directly into one of the most intense media and entertainment power struggles of the year, and his comments have added fresh political weight to an already high-stakes corporate situation. In remarks delivered from the White House, he argued that a major division within Warner Bros. Discovery should no longer remain under its current ownership as the company faces competing takeover bids. His announcement immediately shifted public attention, transforming a corporate negotiation into a national debate over media power, political influence, and the future of one of the most recognizable news properties in the United States. Without naming it directly, Trump made clear he wants significant change in how the network is run and who controls it. His intervention represents a rare moment in which a sitting president directly weighs in on the structure and outcomes of a private entertainment merger, a move that has prompted intense analysis from policy experts, industry executives, and political critics. Trump's remarks centered on his belief that the news division of Warner Bros. Discovery should not continue under the same leadership during any merger or acquisition. He described its current management as deeply flawed and suggested that any meaningful transaction involving the conglomerate must address the issue of ownership and oversight. He framed the situation as something that affects the integrity of public information, hinting that the network's influence on national discourse makes its stewardship a matter of public concern. Speaking in strong, unambiguous terms, he insisted that the network should be removed from the company's portfolio or placed under entirely new control as part of the evolving deal structure. Though he stopped short of naming specific buyers or preferred outcomes, he made clear that the status quo, in his view, is unacceptable. His comments come at a critical moment. Discovery is facing two competing bids, each offering dramatically different visions for the company's future. Netflix has proposed acquiring the entertainment and studio assets while leaving cable and news assets to be spun into a separate company. Some will restaff into a separate company. The rival offer, led by Paramount Skydance, seeks to purchase the entire organization in a single sweeping transaction. This second bid would include not only the film and television assets, but also all cable networks and the entirety of its news division. Trump's forceful remarks now hover over this corporate drama, raising the possibility that regulatory agencies may face additional public pressure or political scrutiny as they evaluate which proposal will move forward. Trump insisted he was not endorsing one bidder over the other, but he emphasized that he is deeply dissatisfied with how the network has been run in recent years. He called the organization a source of misinformation, citing long-standing grievances about its coverage of him, his administration, and his policies. Although his criticisms are not new, his decision to inject them into a major corporate negotiation gives them new relevance and significance. What once was a political feud has now evolved into a factor that could influence one of the largest media acquisitions of the decade. Industry veterans note that Trump's approach carries broad implications. On one hand, his comments could strengthen the hand of those bidders who envision restructuring the news division or transferring it entirely. On the other hand, they could complicate the regulatory process if agencies feel that political pressure is being applied to steer the outcome of a private transaction. A president publicly signaling that a particular media asset should change hands raises sensitive questions about press independence, government influence, and the boundaries between political and corporate power. Meanwhile, Warner Bros. For now, Trump's comments have transformed what had been a largely financial and entertainment industry story into a national conversation about the role of media influence in politics, the future of major news organizations, and how much sway a sitting president should have in decisions involving private companies. His statement ensures that every development in the ongoing Warner Bros. Discovery negotiations will be watched more closely, debated more intensely, and interpreted through a broader political lens as the competing bidders continue their push to reshape the American media landscape.